In this video, we're going to take a look at numbered lists in Word 2019. Numbered lists are available on the Home tab in the Paragraph group, and we've got bulleted lists here, numbered lists here, and if you want to have a multi-level list, this is an option over here. We're going to be looking at the one in the middle this time. They call it a numbered list. It probably should be called an ordered list because you can also create lists that are not just numbered but lettered as well. So we're not even going to look at the button up here first because Word has a number of auto text features that make it real easy to do a numbered list. So I've got a blank document here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type a 1 and a period and a space. And just like with bulleted lists, Word automatically changes this to a 1 and a period and a tab, and it changes the indentation up here. So it looks like it moved it in 1/4 of an inch, and then it set some space between the number itself and the text that follows the number by another 1/4 of an inch. And it also brought up this little Autocorrect Options button here, and you can have it undo automatic numbering, or you can have it complete for this instance, or you can just turn it off completely, or you can go to your Control Auto Format options, which will bring up this autocorrect dialog box. And in what we're looking at is the Apply as you type group right here, and you can turn off automatic bulleted lists, or you can turn off automatic numbered lists over here. I don't think there's too much reason to turn that off. Usually if you type a number at the beginning of a paragraph, then what you're doing is you're creating a numbered list anyway. So I leave that turned on all the time, but if you want to, you can turn it off, and this is the place to do it. So we'll leave that turned on for now. And we'll just start typing some text here, and just some junk, and hit enter, and we'll type some junk and hit enter, and it'll keep on doing the numbered list for you until you hit enter twice. I'm going to hit enter a second time now, and now I'm back to ordinary text. Nice thing about having Word do this instead of number the list yourself, if you want to insert number 3 here, a different item for number 3, all I have to do is go to the end of line number 2 here, hit enter, and whatever my new text is now item number 3, and what was number 3 before gets pushed down, and Word automatically creates number 4 for me. So if I didn't have numbered list turned on, I would have to renumber the items myself, and I don't think you really want to do that. There are some other options here. I'm going to hit enter a couple of times, and I'm going to start another list. If I do 1 and a parenthesis and a space, it will also start doing a numbered list for me. If I do parenthesis 1 parenthesis and a space, I get another format for my numbered lists. The same also works with letters of the alphabet. If I do an A and a period and a space and start typing stuff and hit enter, it'll do letters of the alphabet for me. If I have more than 26 items, then it starts with double letters, so I go A, B, and so on. And these other options also work, but I don't need to show you those. I can put a parenthesis afterwards. I can put the whole thing in parentheses. You can also do lowercase letters, and you'll get an ordered list with letters. You can also do Roman numerals. If I do a capital I and a period and a space, I get Roman numerals. And you notice the indentation is a little bit bigger on this one. That's because Roman numerals can get kind of long. If you don't like it, you can just go here and you can grab the house and you can drag that back a ways. If your list isn't going to be numbered very high, you don't have to worry about too much stuff appearing in here. You can shorten that up. So it'll do Roman numerals for me. Again, that also works with parentheses. I can also do lowercase Roman numerals, I period space, and type some junk, and it'll do Roman numerals for me in lowercase letters. So you've got a bunch of options. You've got uppercase letters, uppercase Roman numerals, lowercase Roman numerals. You've got ordinary Arabic numbers, and you've got several different formatting options for each one of those as well. Okay, let's go back to the top here, and I'm going to get rid of all of this other stuff. So now all we're looking at is a numbered list here that goes from 1 to 4. And let's say I start, let's say I just type a little bit more junk in down here on a few more lines, and I decide I want to make that into a numbered list as well. I can select those, and now since I'm doing this after the fact, I can go up here to my button, and I can say I want those numbered like that. And it gives me the choice. In this case, it's starting the numbers over again. If I go over here, I can ask it to continue numbering, and it will continue numbering the list from where it left off before. You also have the option here of going down to the bottom and setting the numbering value. So if you don't want to start 5, and sometimes it will automatically continue numbering the list for you and you don't want it to, and vice versa. So if it does give you the wrong number here, it's easy to go in and fix. You can just go in here. If I want to start this with number 1 again, I can just click on OK, and this list starts with the number 1. So that's how you can change the numbering value on the list. And one other thing I want to show you about this is, let's take this first line here, and let's say that instead of normal text, you made this bold, and you made it italic, and you made it underlined. Okay, well, the underline did not apply to the number over here, but the bold and the italic did. And if let's try one more thing we can do here. Let's say that I want to change the color of the font on this, and I make the font blue. Then I also get a blue number over here. Everything else down below still has ordinary black, non-italic, non-bold numbers. And if I want the text to be different from the number out here at the beginning, the number gets all of its formatting from the paragraph mark at the end. So if I go here to the paragraph mark and I say, well, I really want that to be black, and I don't want it to be underlined or italic or bold, now my number is back matching the rest of the numbers. So sometimes what you type on the end of a list might be bold or italic or something a little bit different, and you notice that the number out here at the beginning looks different. And if that's the case, all you need to know is that the number gets all of its formatting information from the paragraph mark at the end. So just select the paragraph mark and change its formatting to what you want the number to look like, and the number will follow suit. Also, let's undo this a couple of times here. So let's undo and undo and undo. And I guess I went too far there. Okay, let's go back and make that font color blue as well. I could also take, since this paragraph mark itself holds all the formatting information, I can Control-C, I can copy that, which I just did, and then I can paste it in over the other paragraph marks here on the end. And I'm going to have to hit Escape to get rid of that little button. And then I'm going to drag the mouse over this and do Control-V again. And now it actually brought the text below up, but I could just hit Enter or Delete and get rid of that. So you can copy the information that's in the paragraph mark to other bullets, and then all of your bullets will look the same.